It's NNX from the Northwestern News Network, where we give you your news faster than you can eat a bowl of mac and cheese. I'm Kunjal Bastola.
And I'm Simone Garber. Let's get right into today's top stories. Students rallied at the Rock last Friday to show solidarity for student protesters at Columbia University. Over 100 Columbia students were arrested and later suspended for participating in an on-campus encampment during their pro-Palestine rally. The university's president requested that the NYPD remove the protesters, but the encampment has survived. NUSJP joined other campuses across the country in organizing their demonstration. Students and faculty specifically demanded that Northwestern end partnerships that, quote, legitimize genocide and occupation, end quote, including their sponsorship of the Israeli Innovation Project. Yesterday, Northwestern's Educators for Justice in Palestine released a people's resolution with updated demands. It currently has over 500 signatures.
60 students across the nation have been named 2024 Truman Scholars, and Northwestern has 2 of them. The Distinguished Award is given to students for academic achievement and dedication to public service. Kaitlin is a social policy and legal studies major in CESP. In 2021, she testified in support of a bill to close a legal loophole in Illinois sexual assault. Now speaks nationwide and was named one of GLAAD's 20 under 20 LGBTQ+ changemakers. She plans to go into law, focusing on conflict-related sexual violence and human rights. Anna Dellett is a Weinberg student double majoring in legal studies and Black studies. She has a passion for ending mass incarceration and addressing the racial disparities in the legal system. Similarly, she plans to go into law. And Dellett receiving this honor marks 22 NU students who have earned the scholarship. Once again, congrats to Kaitlin and Anna. The Office of Fellowships next to the Multicultural Center encourages students to explore more of their many scholarships and internships.
Northwestern University has become the top university for food allergies, winning Food Allergy Research and Education's 2024 Best Campus Dining Award. The Pure Eat section, providing accommodations free of the top 9 food allergens, but one student says there's more work to be done.
From a comparative standpoint, Northwestern is really good with food allergies, but from like an absolute standpoint, there's so much progress to be done.
Northwestern's campus dietitian says solutions may include new recipes, innovative allergen-friendly ingredients, or collaborating with allergy-friendly vendors.
Despite Evanston public transportation, 88.3% of Evanston residents live in a household with a car. A tentative city committee looks to balance environmental and economic needs by limiting Evanston's car use. Currently, new apartments require 0.55 spots per unit. This committee could either lower that requirement or eliminate it entirely. As a result, some local residents now worry about the loss of parking spaces.
I would probably still bring my car, but it would definitely make me think.
Yet if Evanston were to limit new parking, the city says there would be more space for housing to expand downtown. This new plan will be evaluated over the next few weeks, with the City Council vote on whether to approve the new committee taking place on May 9th.
Residents of 626 Emerson got some bad news last week, as Northwestern will not be reviewing the Phi Mu Alpha Music Fraternity's lease next year. This decision leaving students planning to live in the house homeless. These students were entered into the lottery system one day before having to make a housing selection.
I have non-member friends who live there. And knowing that this might be an inconvenience or obstacle for them is sad.
An email sent out by the 626 Housing Corporation claimed that the lease was terminated because of low occupancy. Though there is no current promise of a return to campus, an increase in enrollment may better the fraternity's chances.
Evanston Ecology Center is carrying on a 50-year history of working to keep the community beautiful. Evanston residents celebrated the center's half-century of commitment at the center's Earth Day Fest. NNN's Raj Ganikar has the story.
Lauren Spain Bondi says protecting the environment is like filling an ocean with water.
If we all can throw a few drops in, I think we can make a big change.
That's why Evanstonians came out for the Evanston Ecology Center's 50th birthday party on Saturday. The event was
the celebration of all of the ecology and sustainable activities going on with the city of Evanston and in the community.
Solidarity for Sustainability sings in the city. From ETHS's historic Green New Deal, the third program of its kind to be passed by a public school in the U.S., to the city's climate action organization. But what makes Evanston so special?
Evanston is a very forward-thinking community when it comes to climate action and preserving our natural environment.
Leaders from local environmental organizations came out to advocate for their group's missions and support one another.
We all have a similar goal, which is protecting the environment, making Evanston a beautiful place to live and a sustainable place.
While it gave seasoned environmentalists a space to get more involved, newcomers also had a chance to get their feet wet.
And now they feel like, oh, I've got kids, or I've got, I've been around longer, and I see what's been happening, and I want to just help.
Though the challenge of reversing climate change can seem daunting, advocates say don't underestimate the power of the individual to make a change.
Every single person can do something.
In Evanston, Raj Ganeker, Northwestern News Network.
Thanks, Raj. So, Simone, did you celebrate Earth Day in any way?
I did, actually. I was at the Deering event on Saturday. I'm big into thrifting, so I was able to check out rewear and used clothes. How about you and Kujal?
That's so cool. I made it to the same event last year, but I didn't make it out this year. It seems like it went really well.
Gotcha. Well, maybe we'll meet again next year.
Yeah. Well, that's all for tonight on NNX. I'm Kunjal Bastola.
And I'm Simone Garber. Stay tuned for the Northwestern News Report. Have a good night.